Once upon a time in the whimsical kingdom of Eldoria, nestled amidst rolling hills and enchanted forests, lived a beautiful and kind-hearted princess named Lyra. She had a deep connection with her people and a fierce love for her kingdom. One day, as Lyra was strolling through the vibrant marketplace, she overheard the townspeople discussing a strange and unsettling phenomenon that had been plaguing their land. Crops were withering, animals were falling ill, and the once sparkling river had become a mere trickle. The kingdom was in peril, and they believed that only the Dragon King could save them. Now, deep within the heart of the Ember Mountains, where fire and magic intertwined, resided the legendary Dragon King. It was said that he possessed immense power and guarded an ancient relic known as a flame of balance, which kept the world in harmony. But the journey to his lair was fraught with danger, and few had ever returned to tell the tale. Determined to save her people, Lyra knew she had to take matters into her own hands. Without telling anyone, she slipped out of the castle, determined to find the Dragon King and restore balance to their land. As she ventured deeper into the forest, the trees grew darker and more menacing. Suddenly, a low growl echoed through the trees, and a fearsome wolf emerged before her, its eyes gleaming with menace. This was no ordinary beast. It was a shapeshifter, sent by the evil sorcerer Malker to test her resolve. But Lyra stood her ground. Drawing upon her inner strength, she confronted the beast, her courage shining brighter than any armor. Startled by her bravery, the wolf hesitated. Seizing the moment, Lyra continued slowly, and as the creature vanished into thin air, she realized that her journey had just begun. The path led her through treacherous mountains and across a raging river until finally she stumbled upon a hidden cave veiled in mist. This must be the entrance to the Dragon King's lair. Taking a deep breath, she stepped inside. The cave was like no place she had ever seen. Glowing crystals adorned the walls, and the air crackled with energy. In the center, perched atop a throne of obsidian, sat the Dragon King in all his glory. His scales shimmered like rubies, and his eyes burned with wisdom and power. "Who dares disturb my slumber?" boomed the Dragon King, his voice echoing through the cavern. "Great Dragon King," began Lyra, stepping forward with grace, "I am Princess Lyra of Eldoria, and my kingdom is in peril. The land is parched, and we have heard that you possess the Flame of Balance, an artifact capable of restoring harmony to the world. I have come to seek your help." The Dragon King regarded her with piercing eyes. "The Flame of Balance is not easily obtained," he rumbled. "It is said that only those who possess the purest of hearts and the strongest of wills can obtain it. Have you what it takes, Princess Lyra?" Though nervous, Lyra stood tall, meeting his gaze directly. "I am willing to do whatever it takes to save my people. My kingdom is dying, and I cannot stand idly by, touched by her determination." The Dragon King nodded slowly. "Very well, Princess. To test your resolve, I shall send you on a quest. Bring me the tears of the Phoenix, a rare and powerful gem that can only be found in the most treacherous parts of my lair. If you can retrieve it, you shall have the Flame of Balance." Lyra's heart raced. The tears of the Phoenix were said to be guarded by mythical creatures and ancient magic. But she knew that this was her only hope. With gratitude, She accepted the Dragon King's challenge, and so began Lyra's perilous journey through the heart of the Ember Mountains. She navigated through mazes of fire and ice, facing fearsome creatures and solving ancient puzzles. All the while, the Dragon King observed her, testing her courage, wisdom, and compassion. Lyra encountered a wise old phoenix whose feathers held the power to heal. But to obtain its help, she had to earn its trust and respect. Through acts of kindness and selflessness, she proved herself worthy, and the phoenix bestowed upon her a single tear, radiating warmth and life. With the tear of the phoenix in hand, Lyra's journey continued. She faced many more trials, each one pushing her to her limits. But through it all, she remained steadfast, driven by her love for her kingdom and her people. Finally, she stood before the mythical Forge of Ember, where the flame of balance was kept. As she reached out to touch it, a final challenge presented itself, a manifestation of her deepest fears and doubts. But with the support of the Dragon King and the wisdom of the Phoenix, she overcame this final hurdle. And in that moment, the flame of balance chose her. It surged through her veins, filling her with power and purpose. With the flame secured, Lyra knew her journey was far from over. She had to return to Eldoria and save her kingdom. Upon her return to Eldoria, the kingdom was in a state of despair. Crops had failed, animals had perished, and the once vibrant town square was now a desolate wasteland. But as Lyra approached, hope rekindled in the hearts of her people. She raised the flame of balance high, and as its light touched the parched land, it sprang back to life. Withered plants rejuvenated before their very eyes, and the river began to flow once more. The kingdom erupted in cheers, hailing Lyra as their hero. But Lyra's humility shone through. She knew that she had only been a vessel for the flame's power, and so she shared the flame's warmth and light with everyone, reminding them that true strength lay in unity, courage, and kindness. Together, they rebuilt their kingdom, making it even more beautiful and prosperous than before. And so the legend of Princess Lyra, the Lord of Ember, and the Flame of Balance was passed down through generations. A tale of bravery, hope, and the indomitable spirit of a princess who dared to dream of a better tomorrow. And they all lived happily ever after. The end. Hello! Welcome to our channel. I'm the host. Today's story was Lyra and the Lord of Ember. It was submitted by a fan. Would you like to submit a story for us to animate? You can do so through the link in the description below. Now let's move on to the next part of the video. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and share it with your friends. You can also subscribe to our channel to get notified when we upload new videos. We really like to thank all of our supporters for their continued support, and a special shout out to our top supporters. We couldn't have done it without you. If you are interested in supporting us, please visit our support page. You can also check out our social media for more updates and behind-the-scenes content. That's it for today. Until next time, happy adventuring!